Alrighty, everything is working and we are now live. Hello, and welcome. So, for today, I know I'm continuing with the saga of the Acceleracer Chibis. Sorry, I have a fuzzy. Okay, fuzzy's gone. Maybe not. Okay, I'm good. I haven't even been working with, like, animal ears and that kind of stuff. What is going on? But anywho, continuing with this Chibi Accelerator painting. Last time left off working on Sparky right here. Yeah, and so the goal with him is to complete the body and all that good stuff. So I'm really excited to hopefully finish up Sparky. Hopefully. Let's see, Win is here. Hi, Win. How you doing? I know, small chibis and big project. You are right. And it's such a bigger project than I ever thought it was going to be. Oh my gosh. I was like, be cute. Just some really cute chibis. And they're really easy to draw. Good. I'm glad you're doing good, Win. I'm doing pretty good. Sorry I'm a bit late. I don't know, I just got caught up this morning with like doing morning cleaning and that kind of stuff, and I was eating breakfast and editing like videos for socials, and then the time just got away from me and I was like, okay, because I kind of got lost video editing. And then I got here and then I answered a couple of messages and answered social media messages. And then I was like, time got away from me again. So before you knew it, I was already like 5 minutes late. So it's all good though. I'm here now. So, and you're here now, which is awesome. But here, ready to work. Okay, that's fine. All right. Just putting that back. Hey, and it's Evo Leia. Hi, Evo Leia. How you doing? Yeah, exactly. Easy draw, easy paint. But also, too, I'm putting, like, a stupid amount of detail into these chibis. So, and it's the fact that I'm using a tiny brush for the whole process that makes it so time consuming. I don't regret it. I love the details and everything. Yeah, it's just like, oh my gosh, I'm really investing a lot of time into this piece. People better like it. That's all I keep saying. I'm like, people better like this. I am putting so much energy into this and so much time. And next time that I do a whole Chibi collection, which I will do, despite the fact of this taking a long time to do, I am enjoying it, and I want to make more. But I'm just gonna have to be very careful of who I choose. Good. I'm glad you're doing good, Evo Leia. I'm doing pretty good. Busy, staying busy. Sorry I wasn't very active the last few days on some of my socials. I just got really like busy with stuff, and I just, my mind is full. But one of the big things that I've been like working on art wise is, well, I say big thing, but it was more of just a funsy type thing. And what is this in the way? No, it's not. Okay. Is I'm working on a stamp card rally right now with a group of artists that'll be for UwuCon. So I'm very excited about that. Good. I'm glad that you do like it. But even when I feel like, even if I didn't say you better like it, I feel like you would just like this piece already. Like, I know you. Where's the yellow? Calling for you, yellow. And yellow got paint on it. Look at that. It looks like raspberries got smashed on there, but it's really just the permanent rose that leaked. Aw, thank you. Thank you, Evolea. You know me. I I like to dress cute, and I always appreciate Evolea. You always notice. Hey, it's Isaac. Hi, Isaac. How you doing? Oh, at first when I was like, "What are you saying JK to?" I'm like, "What joke did you make?" And I'm like, "Oh, it's referring to the." Now that you told me to like it, I'll have to like it. All right, so for Sparky here, my plan is I need to make some like lime electric green color for like the drone design and the lights on his chest. Also, I need to redo those like his actual real eyes, which are right here. It's funny with the goggles, it almost looks like it's a nose, but it's actually not. The goggles do make him look not so menacing. It's really funny. Um, so how I make lime green or any electric green color. So um I find there is like a I think it's called permanent light green or something like that, and it's like a lime green color that comes in pre-made tubes. Great color to mix with. I find it very pricey. It's probably because of the minerals that are used in it and the pigments, which that's why every tube of paint kind of varies in price, is because of the minerals that it's in. Some are more expensive than the others. So I end up just making my own lime green. And how I do that is I take this Viridian green and I take cadmium yellow and I mix these two together, and these two actually make a pretty good lime green color. So that's how I get around that. Um yeah, I remember it was my Jinx painting that I was making, the one that's behind me. And you know, like the last drop has like some great green colors, and I had a green tube and I was like, oh my gosh, I love this lime green color. And I almost ran out. Not in the middle of painting that painting. I had enough for the painting, but I was like, kind of don't have any more after this. So I'm like, why don't I get a tube? And I saw the price, and it was like 2 or 3 times more than like all the other tubes of paint. And I was like, I'm not doing that. It's like, okay, and then I'm like, well, that sucks. How do I get this lime green color if I want it again? And I found this way of mixing these two colors, and it works fantastic. Nice, playing some Street Fighter. That's fun, Isaac. Isaac, I hope you win. You know, Evolea, yeah, you better like it. Yeah, but you all know that I'm joking and not like actually serious, so you're fine. It's meant as a joke, Evolea. It's okay. Don't think too hard. You know me, I always end up just making jokes. I mean, I totally understand that art is subjective and not everyone is going to like every single piece of art out there. And that's okay. I mean, I don't care. I'm gonna keep doing me. It would be sad though if like a painting like this that took so much work, I get done with it and like no one cares. I'd be like, mm. I'll be like, well, I like it and I'm happy. I'm kind of sad I put all that work into it and no one seems appreciation. A little, I would be a little teeny salty. But I don't think that's gonna happen, especially knowing the Acceleracers community. And already I've received kind of like, it's not even done yet, and some like positivity around it and some excitement around it. Even when it was just sketches in my notebook, I did make a quick post about it, and a lot of people were like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure that it being a complete dud will not be the case, which, yay, better for me. That sometimes is a worry though when I'm like creating art. It's like, I hope people like this. I'm creating something because like uh there's like two things. You gotta create art that you like, but you also gotta create art that other people like too. And finding that sweet balance in between sometimes can take some like experimentation and some failures, some success. Um, your success will probably come from a place you had no idea. It'll probably be something that you just threw together in one night and then suddenly it's like the most popular thing and you're like, what the heck? That happens more than you would ever, any non-artist would ever realize. I feel like all artists out there could relate, especially like pro artists. Everyone pretty much has a story out there of something that they created that they didn't think was going to be a hit and then it ended up being a hit, or they're just like, I got inspired and I kind of like this thing here, and then all of a sudden it's their best-selling work. Happens. Happens more often than you realize. You know, Isaac, I'm not sure what Street Fighter character would I cosplay. I'm not sure. I don't know very much about Street Fighter, so I don't know if I would really have a very good answer for you. I don't know, Isaac. Which Street Fighter character would you cosplay? There's an out of context clip. Oh my gosh, what did I do? What did I do when? I always seem to do like something. Apparently, I make very clippable clips, or as people have said in the past, it's like I'm a video game character voice lines. Apparently, I have a lot of those. I don't mind. I'm curious. What are you gonna clip when? Yes. Yes, that is very true, Evalea. Very, actually, very, very true. And there has been art pieces where I'm like, even me, I have seen stuff where I'm like, okay, this artist, I don't like the subject matter, but the techniques that are used in this is absolutely phenomenal. And I'll geek out with that artist. Oh yeah, all the time. I see art like that all the time where I can really appreciate the skill and the passion. And I think there is a difference that some people forget about. And it's like, guys, even if it's not your cup of tea, enjoy the techniques that we're putting here. Like, it's so cool. Yeah, no, I do relate to that. Okay. Well, when you make the clip win, I want to see. I'm curious. You know, Isaac, I think that sounds like awesome, and that might be a good workout motivation. Why not? Get in shape for a cosplay. I think that could be good motivation. I don't know. Maybe. I say go for it, Isaac. Do it. Sure, Win. I'm curious. I'm curious what clips you made. And is the previous clip, is that one of a cat? Or is it because I said something funny in a funny way? Very out of context. I don't know. I never think of myself as like making jokes. I don't know. I just be me. I just talk. Sometimes a little too much, sometimes not enough. Depends on what mood I'm in. All right. What? Who am I not liking? There already seems to be an out of context stuff about the thing I'm not. What? Okay, clearly Evil Leia and Win, you both know exactly which clip this is. Now I'm like, what are you guys? Okay, I see that you sent it to me. I'll watch it later, Win. Hopefully I don't forget, which I know I'm bad. I normally forget things. I'm like, I won't forget, and then I get off the stream, and then I just go into like my normal routine and everything, and just get back into work, and then I forget. Nice. Hey, that sounds like a good plan, Isaac. Keep going. Keep going. Keep doing that. No, that sounds awesome. Yeah, I'm realizing that this is not the right shape at all. Yay! Uh, yeah. Okay. This is a little bit better. This lime green is a little too yellow, but this one is okay. And yet again, it's all like crooked. So I'm gonna go in with, I know, it looks like a weird psychedelic, like one of those mind trick things, but just wait. I kind of sort of know what I'm doing. Kinda. Okay, yeah, that's looking better. That's looking way better. Except this lime green that I made is a little too yellow, but I do have a variation that's a little bit more on the green side. So I'm just going to use that, and that's going to be a lot better. There we go. But at least now his eyes are not so wonky looking. And you know what? I think there's like even a deeper green with more of that, um, what is it called? Not verdure green, but you know, that tealy green that I was using. I'm not familiar with that character, Evilea. I'll have to look up this character. Oh my gosh, blood, that's funny. Just imagine. Yeah, I know. Isaac, yeah, sometimes the gyms can get expensive, but sometimes gyms too will have like a tier system where it's like uh cheap to start off, but like you can only use like that gym's equipment. You can't travel around and you can't take classes, but you know what, if you're just there to like lift weights and use the treadmill, then I think you're okay. um I guess each one's different. I know, and some are really expensive. Some I know that they try to make it affordable for people. I guess you gotta just see what's in your budget and that kind of stuff. Hopefully, you can find a budget friendly gym, Isaac, that's near you. Hopefully, because I know you would enjoy that, and that would be nice. Oh yeah, yeah. I got the Discord notification because Win sent the what is it called, the clip that I will watch later, and I will see what kind of out of context quote I say, because apparently I say a lot of them during these streams. Apparently. KDA. Oh my gosh, coming to Fortnite. Oh my gosh. Win, which KDA girl? I'm curious. Which one's your favorite? I think it's hard to pick a favorite KDA girl because I mean, I think I like probably Ari the most. I do like that Ari cosplay. She's just such a pretty character. But I mean, I can't take anything away from like Akali or Evelyn or even Kaiza. Like they're all so cool. All four of them are super cool. All right now. I'm like extra concentrating because I kind of got one shot to do this like drone design on their chest. And yeah, ever so slightly intimidated. Not really intimidated, it's just like I look at this and I'm like, oh boy, this is gonna take some concentration, guys. Okay. Kind of looks like wings. I never saw it like that, the drone symbol, ever. But now that I'm drawing, I'm like, interesting. It's kind of like wings. Wonder if drones at one time had wings. Probably not. Don't really need them for driving, and the drones are meant for driving. It's their sole purpose in their creation. No, actually, the lore of Acceleracers gets kind of deep. Like, I really like it with the drones. Um, you think that they're just these evil robots, which they are, but you soon find out that their purpose was to test out the racing realms to see if they actually like work. And the drones then kind of became so obsessed with winning, they even churned on their creators so that they could win. And their creators, the Accelerons, ended up banishing them to Earth, of course, of all places, in the Arctic. And the drones waited until the racing realms on Earth opened to awaken themselves. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Ari is confirmed. Yeah, so you too win. Yeah, Ari's awesome. Yeah, me too, Isaac. I like all of them. It is really hard to choose which one. Yeah, only choose one. That is almost impossible. Because each of them are all so cool. Yes, Evil Leia, I agree. All out all out Evelyn is super, super cool. I do really like her all out outfit. I actually have a cosplay of her all out outfit of Evelyn's. And I've been meaning to, I have her wig that needs to be styled. I have like everything, and I need to heavily modify the cosplay. The cosplay is so stinking big on me, except for the jacket. But oh my gosh, it's so big. Um, I know I'm really small. Um, ah, but eventually, I do want to uh, make more. I have also a KDA Akali too, which also needs to be modified. That's like way too big on me, except for the jacket again. Um, need to modify that, and then yeah, but I have Pop Stars Akali, not All Out Akali. One day I need to get to like actually customizing those, because those would be really fun cosplays to wear, especially like Akali's outfit. I think would be really comfortable to wear for a show, because it's really just, I don't know, it's just so chill. Ari's is too, but that wig's so long and heavy. Oh my gosh. Akali, or I mean Ari has like really long hair. There we go. Alrighty. So there we go for the details. You know what? I'm gonna blend out the dark that I put on his face a little bit. I'm just gonna blend this. It just seems a little stiff. And I did want to add in just a little bit of shine. A little bit. Also, too, Sparky's kind of like scratched up because I mean he was pretty heavily damaged. So I also want to like keep that in there. But I think I need some like lighter gray colors. Maybe some darker blacks too. Let's see. Bring it all together. Hey, it's CR. Hi, CR. How you doing? No, I've never face painted at carnivals or anything like that. No. um, I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of scared to do like I've never face painted. Like I've done like makeup on myself before. And I mean, I did make a big old monster for Nacho, but like for one of his horror movies. But I've never done like those face painting at carnivals. The closest thing I can say that I've done is I've done henna, and I did henna for, gosh, 3.5 years at the mall, and I I enjoyed most of my time there. I will say, for a big chunk of the time, I really did enjoy it, and yeah, no, it was fun. I've I've done hennas on the face before, but it was only freckles. I would advise people not to do henna on the face because of the eucalyptus oils that we use. It's not really like paint. We used real henna. But at that time that I was working, it was like trending on TikTok to have those henna freckles. And oh my gosh, so many teenagers would come in and like want to do it. Um, so, and a lot of them, what we charge, I forget what we charged for henna freckles, but what we charged for those teenagers, it was like way too much. So a lot of them were like, no, how much is henna cone? And henna cones were like $5. And they're like, we'll just buy a henna cone. I'm like, okay, have fun. So a lot of people would come in for like henna cones because they're like, we want to make henna freckles. That was a thing. Yeah, no, I think I would be too scared to like do face painting at carnivals. I think I'd be too afraid that I'd mess up and people wouldn't like what I painted. Because everything with that, like with face paint, it's kind of like you got one chance and then that's it. At least with canvas painting. And also, too, people want it fast. People are like, get it, like, do it quickly, you know? Um, where with my painting, if I mess up, I could just paint over it. It's the worst that happens. Oh, that's cool. Painted on a horse. Like, what kind of horse? When was it like, one of those like animal, like, was it a. I'm guessing it's a sculpture horse. Please do explain more, because it's kind of funny when you're like, that reminds me, my dad painted on a horse yesterday. What a headliner. I need to know more details. What is this horse? What horse did he paint on? Alrighty. I'm just adding more details. Just kind of wanted to add just a little bit more like shine and. Oh, wait. And okay, I noticed a detail. And I'm like, oh, I should probably add. Again, doing these chibis like really forces you to look at all the details of the characters and notice things that I have never noticed before. And it's fun. It is fun to see things in like in a new way. I think it's so funny how like Monkey reprogrammed this drone to somehow be a good guy. And it's so funny because Monkey's so scared of these drones and freaked out. And he's like, you know what? This little guy here would make a great robot to help us around the garage. I think it's funny and fantastic. I remember thinking that I'm like, oh yeah, this painting will only take me about a month to paint. Nope. I remember like promising, like at Game On Expo, promising people, oh, I'll have it done by Fan Fusion. That's that's long gone of a goal. Oh, I'll definitely have it done by then. Nope. That did not happen. It was a sculpture horse. Oh, that's so cool. That's really cool, Win. So, um, that's cool that your dad painted on a sculpture horse. What is this horse gonna be for? Like, is it to be put in, like some kind of art exhibit, library? Because he felt super inspired. Did someone like commission him? What's the story behind this horse sculpture? Yeah, I think freckles are cute too, Evil Leia. I know it's just funny when the henna like freckles were a huge trend. Um because so how henna works is that like for the first day it's it's like turns bright orange. Like it looks it's super super bright orange. It almost looks like Cheeto dust. So for a day, if you were to do that, you would have like Cheeto dust sprayed all over your face, or it would look like that. And sometimes some people's skin, like the way, if it's really dry, it would take pretty neon orange. Oh my gosh, I remember people coming in, not specifically for the henna freckles, but for the just like a normal henna like on their hand, and they would come into the store and they'd be like, I got a henna tattoo yesterday and I'm super upset, it's this ugly bright orange color, I don't want this. And I'm like, hold on, just wait 24 hours, it'll darken. And I'm like, and I always reassure people, I'm like, if it doesn't, just come back. And it always does. Never had someone come back and say it's still bright orange, because that just is not how henna works. But yeah, no, that'll happen. And it's really funny. We also had this stuff called hagua, which is a blue henna, and it's actually not even made from the henna plant. It's made from a fruit called hagua fruit, and it's like this blue inky type color, and again, all natural. It's actually not even native to India. It's native to like South America. And so we had that stuff. That stuff actually looked like a real tattoo on your skin when it was all dry. But the weird thing about Hagua is that when the paste flaked off, it was transparent. So it almost looked like your design completely disappears for like um a good couple of hours, and then in 24 hours it fully darkens to its navy blue color. So I always reassured people, I'm like, don't freak out when the paste comes off. You're not going to see your design, or it's going to be a weird pale yellow, or it'll be completely invisible, just depending on your skin tone. And I'm like, it's okay, it's still there. Also, it was really weird that Hogwarts stuff, in the time of it like transitioning, like changing colors, uh it did something to the skin where the skin could no longer handle hot water. So I would tell people to avoid any kind of like really hot water, like bath water or washing dishes, because it could make the skin irritated and raised in those areas, which was super weird. It wouldn't cause any permanent damage or anything, and when the henna design would like, and then like soon the next day or something, it would like, the raisedness would go down and there wouldn't be any redness or anything. It's just, I don't know, it's just a reaction with the hagua fruit. Um, and I had that happen to me once. Once at a time, I like kind of, I don't know, I washed off in the shower and the water was too hot and then it became raised. I'm like, uh-oh. But nothing happened. Nothing like really permanently bad happened. It's just weird stuff. Also, again, told people don't freak out when that happens. Also, Hagwa was weird. It would transfer, um, like, again, in heat. So, like, if you were sleeping, like, I told people for the first, like, 2 days of having the Hagwa on their hand, like, wear a sock on their hand when they sleep, or like put a pillowcase or a blanket over your hand just in case if you sleep like this, because it would actually transfer. The design would transfer like a stamp. We had a customer where someone didn't warn him that that happened, and we were told we have to warn everyone. He was so upset. He slept like this, and his whole side of his face had the henna design all here. Oh, so sad. Nothing bad, like nothing permanently bad happened to his face. Like nothing would, but just you could see like where the fingers were and the lines, and it like perfect stamp right on his face. Um, he was super upset. He's like, "What happened to my face?" You're like, "It'll fade. It'll just, you got transferred to henna tattoo." Um, yeah, I had coworkers where they would cuddle with their partners, of course, like at night. And if they were both warm, like then the henna tattoo would like, or the hagua tattoo would transfer to their partner. Wake up in the morning and their partner has like a clear stamp of like their like the design like on them. Oh my gosh, that was like super funny. I had one coworker where her boyfriend wouldn't he's like, "Listen, at night we are not falling asleep cuddling because of the hagua, until the hagua has like gone past that like phase of trans, like being possible to transfer," because he kept like waking up and the like and his, on there would be like a mandala on his shoulder or something. I never had hagua transfer on me at night because I was always smart. I always did like the sock trick or the pillowcase trick. um so I can't say anything from experience. I don't have any personal funny stories, sadly. Everything is like all like secondhand. Oh, wait, what? It was a real horse? Not a sculpture, it was a real horse. Oh, shoot. I'm sorry about that, Win. I totally like reversed your commentary in my head. I'm so sorry. Oh gosh. A big horse. What do you paint a really big horse for? Like a real horse? A real breathing, living horse? What was it for? Was it for like a. Still not saying what it's for. Was it for like a music video? A festival? I mean, it's too hot right now for any kind of horse shows right now, which I know are very popular around here, but that's usually like in the springtime, late winter, early spring when it's nice out. What did he paint a horse for? No, you are right, Evil Leia, about like natural freckles versus fake freckles. I think that's like anything. Like, they won't look exactly the same. They henna freckles because I mean they just aren't natural freckles. So yeah, they're not gonna be the same by any means. What? Painted a skeleton horse. Someone commissioned it. That's super cool. I bet that was a fun project. Maybe for a Halloween photo shoot. I mean, that would be pretty cool for a Halloween photo shoot. That's super super cool. Hey, it's Penguin. Hi Penguin. How you doing? I'm still working on these accelerator chibis. This never ending process. Or so it feels like it. There we go. Alright, I'm coming close. One arm almost done. But how are you doing, Penguin? What's new? Yeah, and how was everyone's weekend? How's everyone doing? Could you imagine being like, no, I want a human skeleton on a horse? That'd be funny. Yeah, I don't think so either, Penguin, but that would be that's a funny, I just got that image in my head and that is funny. A horse skeleton. Nice. Nice. Sounds like you had a really fun weekend, Penguin. That's awesome. EDM, pool party, pole dancing, D&D. I mean, that sounds like a great weekend. Heck yeah. Penguin, you know how to have fun. I will say that. I've noticed. I'm like, seem to know where all the cool spots are at. There we go. Alrighty. Alrighty. You know what? I'm happy with where this little guy is going. I am. Very, very happy. I'm just gonna outline a couple of things. Now that I'm like, I really like how all the shading is coming along. There we are. Yeah, the outlines I think really add a lot. And I like these bold, really dark black outlines too. There we are. Yeah, so lately I've been working too on not only this piece, but for UwuCon, I'm going to be doing a stamp rally card with 5 other artists. Yeah, I'm really, really excited, and I will say the theme has been finalized, and we're doing witchy themed, which I'm really, really cute. So if you're going to UwuCon, make sure to stop by my booth, pick up a stamp rally card, and win some cute prizes, get some cute art. Everyone has like really, really awesome stuff. And yeah, it's gonna be fun. I'm excited for UwuCon. Here, I'll show you. Ooh, Win, you went to a ranch for the weekend? Well, I guess Well, I didn't know. I didn't assume that you went to with your dad to paint a horse. So I guess now I've connected the dots that you were with your dad at the ranch. That's super cool. That's nice. No, I see. I agree with you, Penguin. Ranches are they are fun, and it's nice to be around all the animals. You know, Evil Leia, that's kind of a freaky looking image in my head. I just like thought of like, what would that look like? A human horse with a human skull and a horseman skull. Kind of freaky. Very spooky Halloween vibes already. It started. Aww. Aww. I love that penguin. I love that. Yeah. Hey, it's always good to have like a good group of friends and especially when you all have like the same like very similar like similar oh gosh, forgot the word. I guess images of what you want to do. That's not the word I was looking for. I'm looking for a word that is that definition, but I just had like a huge like derp 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 brain moment. Um but no, I think that's fun that like you have a good group of friends. We all need that. A good group of friends to go out and do fun things with. All right, now just doing the wires in the bucket. Oh yeah, I was gonna show you what I worked on for the stamp rally. I remember I was talking about that, and then it's all right. Yeah, so there's when the pressure changes in the house, sorry for the door jiggling. Um yeah, when the pressure in the house changes cuz doors and like other doors in other rooms open and close, it affects all the doors in the house because of the air pressure. So, if someone's doing something out in the like in the house, um my door sometimes will jiggle. So, yeah, that's just air pressure. Sorry about that. I'm sorry if the door jiggling is annoying to everyone. That's how it is. Yeah, that's how it be sometimes. But anywho's, what I was gonna say is I've been also working really hard on design for our stamp rally that I'm doing with other artists, and each of us are going to create two new pieces of art for this rally. I know, I'm crazy, and I have like so many projects already going on, and so many I want to get to. That it's like, what are you doing? Putting more on your plate. I'm like, I'm being ambitious. That's what I'm doing. There we go. Alrighty. And now for the mop bucket. Yes, it's supposed to be a mop bucket. I know it looks just like a cube. It looks more like a mop bucket in the show, but I like it cartoony and looking like a square. I think it looks more comical in this style. Even though it's comical in its normal style. But for this, it worked. I think it's funny. I like that penguin. Always down to do fun things. Heck yeah. No, I like that. That's really fun. I I try to be that way, but not always. I get caught up in my work and I'll sometimes forget to do that. Trying to get better at it though. I'm trying to, do more fun things. You never done a stamp rally card? Oh, it's fun. It's penguin. They're really fun to do. Um, so what it is so it's basically like a way of like other artists supporting other artists, and there's six of us in total, and we'll have like a card with like a little like square for a stamp next to our name, and when you hit a dollar amount, like dollar minimum, you get a stamp. And so each one, depending on how many people there are, sometime, or what even the prize is, it'll be like a $5 minimum or a $10 minimum. And sometimes if there's only like a few, like just like two or three people, it might be a $20 minimum with a really big prize. So once you hit that dollar minimum of spending at their booth, um that artist will give you a stamp. When you've collected all the stamps from all the artists, you'll get a prize. And the prize can be and that prize will be something made by the artists collectively. And it can be anything. Like for Game on Expo, we made a bag that was an inventory bag, like kind of like for D&D or video games, and it was really cute. It's this canvas bag, and it had like um all the like, and each of us drew something that would be like in your D&D inventory and was D&D themed. It's typically also to the stamp rally card is themed. So that we did for that one. That was really cool. I've done an arcane one with one other friend for Anime Arizona, or no, not Anime Arizona, jeez, Anime Wonder. That was really fun. Um, Very last minute, we actually didn't make anything special. We just kind of like took our arcane art and like made something. But the D&D one I did for Game on Expo, we actually like had time to like make something and make art and collab, and it was really really cool. So for this one, it's witchy themed, and kind of, and everyone's like making their, so everyone has like a mascot representing their booth, except for me. I'm kind of like my own mascot in a weird way. So everyone was like, "Oh, we should all draw our mascots," and and doing something witchy, like wearing witchy clothes, maybe holding a potion bottle inside a potion bottle, by a cauldron, just something witchy. And so I ended up doing, here, I'll show you. And these arts will be made into a collective prize, which I will be releasing slowly as we are doing this. But I finished this one last night. So this is my drawing, one of the two. There will be two paintings, but this is the first one. for the stamp rally. So I did a chibi version of me in a witch dress and a cauldron. Yay. um because I was like, I don't really have a mascot, but I guess this is good enough. But yeah, so she's cute. I don't know. I like this little painting, and I was able to do it in a day, which I'm really proud of. There's a lot less details. I skipped out on a lot of the shading. Also, I did this in acrylic, so I could go faster, but I knew I wasn't going to do any like shading with this at all. So, just for speed, because I need to get this done like now. Yeah, good, well explained win. Yeah, pretty much. No, stamp rallies are really cool, and it's a good way to like, uh, for people to check out other artists that they might miss. Um, and it's kind of like, it kind of forces people to walk around the con and like stop by and check things out and maybe discover an artist that they wouldn't have stopped at before, and then they discover that they really really like all their stuff. So it's also like a good exposure thing, and it's fun. It's fun for the artists. I'm really excited to be working with this group. It's a really fantastic group of artists, and everyone's amazing. So I'm excited. Ooh, an Among Us show. All right, Isaac. That sounds fun. I didn't know that Among Us was gonna have its own show, but I bet that's gonna be fun. Yeah, Penguin. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun, and if you're going to UwuCon and you wanna partake, totally can. All of us will have like stamp cards and like and examples of the prizes right at our booths, so you can like feel free to come by and at least check it out. But yeah, it's fun. I'm having fun with it so far. I'm really happy that I was able to finish that painting in a day. I don't know. Well, I do know how I did it. I stayed up until 2 a.m. That's how I did that. Working on that. I was like, I must get this done because I have so many other projects, and I just got timeline for everything. Gotta get things done. So right now I'm mixing a color for the outline of the mop bucket. I think it looks good, the mop bucket, the way that it is now. I just need an outline color. Yeah, so I'm just taking like a mixture of green, yeah, sap green, yellow, and a little bit of raw umber. Mixing all those together, getting it kind of liquidy consistency with some turpentine. And now I'll put that aside. And I'll bring forward the painting again. Aw, thank you. Thank you, Win. Yeah, I think so. I think she's a cute little witch fairy. Little painting. So I'll have to get a picture of her, and she'll be made into a die cut. So like a die cut sticker. The background's really just to serve purpose for the painting itself, which maybe after the stamp card rally, I might make this into like poster prints or something, because actually it kind of turned out cute. So, but that'll be after the stamp card rally, because I want to make her exclusive for for the rally. Oh, I know, me too, Penguin. That is my favorite part of con, is really like just talking to people and like, being able to meet so many awesome people, especially artists and cosplayers. Oh yeah, my favorite part too. Uh, and I remember you, Penguin. You're all good. I remember, and don't worry about that. It was a short conversation. It's okay, especially at Fan Fusion. Oh my gosh, it was insane. I actually feel bad because I feel like on Sunday, like there was a couple people who came up to my booth like wanting to talk to me, and I was so like brain fried at that point. I was like giving like one word answers, and now reflecting on it, I'm like, oh, I feel so bad for those people that I was had even myself short conversations with, because I was just so oh my gosh, this year at Fan Fusion was crazy busy. Um Especially for the vendors. It was just absolute madness. Um, so please don't ever like apologize for coming by and having a super short conversation with me. All good. Like, I'm just happy that you're here in the stream. That's why I have it here, like, just to hang out, interact. Also, there's always other cons, always other shows. Um, I want to put in more effort into getting even into more shows. So, more opportunities. Which, by the way, I don't know if I announced on my stream yet. I know it's a little ways out, but on December 5th, I'm going to be at Gambate MiniCon. And I'm really, really excited to have yet another table space at Gambate, which is going to be awesome. The one I did in February was really fun, and oh my gosh, that was such a great mini con. Really awesome experience. And also too, it looked like a lot of people had fun, so it was really awesome. Really, really excited to be part of the December one. Aw, thank you, Evolea. Thank you. Looking cute. Cute little witch. I thank you, Win. That means a lot. I do. I put in a lot of effort to always have something new at my booth. Which is a lot of work. It is a ton of work to always have something new, but I try to do that the best that I can. Always some new product, some new art. Oh, was it? Did I read yours wrong too, Penguin? I'm so sorry. Not the little conversation, our short convo. Not as it was it was. I agree, Penguin, and thank you again for stopping by my booth. It means a lot, and it was. It's always good to have little fun little conversations. Nah. The only thing like that I sometimes feel embarrassed about is so as cosplayers, we are all very we're shapeshifters, and I talk to so many people like at a con or even like multiple shows, and someone will come by my booth and I can tell that they're like, "Do you remember me?" And I'll be like, and I feel so embarrassed sometimes. I don't remember people right away. Like, if it ever seems like I'm not remembering, like, just uh like get me to like do something to spark my memory. And I never mean to be rude, and I usually do remember everyone. I just need like my memory jump started. Like either be like, oh, I was like this character, or we talked about this. That's actually the best way to jumpstart my memory, is if I seem like I'm not remembering. Just be like, we talked about this last time and geeked out, and then I'll be like, oh, I remember you. That's the best way. And that's just some reason that's how my brain works. I'm like, wait, hold on. I remember now. Yep, that's how that goes. I don't know why exactly my memory's like that. It just is. I don't know. I think that's why I never assume anyone remembers me. Um, I always, unless if it's like an actual friend, of course. But like if it's someone that I had like one conversation with, or maybe two, or maybe talked to online only, I will like go up to them and be like, "Hi, remember I'm usually the Jinx cosplayer. We talked about this." But it's hard sometimes. It's hard sometimes to try to remember absolutely everyone. But I do my best. Yeah, especially at cons, cause or at busy cons, cause it's like I feel like so often I talk to one person, and yes, have like a great conversation, but then like they leave and the next person comes, so I don't even have like time to like kind of settle from that one conversation. It's just the next conversation right after it, which is good. I can't complain. I really can't. And I'm not complaining. It's just how it is. I'm just stating facts. Alrighty. There we go. There we go. There we go. There's Mr. Sparky. I don't know if I can get it good. Here we go. There he is. Alrighty. I'm so happy. I'm super, super happy. The little Sparky looks so good. Yep, he's a goofy little robot, little reprogrammed. Can't believe he's actually been included in this piece, but I had to. mm, mm. Wait, he's not fully done. I totally forgot. He has like this right around his neck. It's almost like a headrest or something like that. Completely forgot. Okay, I'm not completely done with him. I know, classic fairy things where I'm like, I'm done with this. And then I'm like, oh, wait, no, I'm not. And this isn't just like, oh, let me touch up that dot there. This is like actually like a part of his character. something that I can't believe I forgot. Where can I put light gray? I'll just put it right there. Oh my gosh, I'm such a dork. Can't believe I did that. Because I was like, oh, all right. Next character to work on is Tesla. Which still after this, I'll get to Tesla. Yeah, it gets tricky. Penguin, it does. And normally, like, I don't know, I can remember people's like their online tags better than their real names. Because you know that's what will pop up on social media. Yeah, that'll happen. Yeah, it gets tricky sometimes, but I will say I've only had like really nice, gracious people. I think everyone like understands in the con community, which is really, really nice. That it's like we talk to a lot of people. Or sometimes it's tricky too because like, you know, a lot of times at cons, I will be talking to someone and then my dad is talking to someone and someone comes by and they just talk to my dad but they've never talked to me, and then the next con rolls around and they stop by my booth and they're like, oh yeah, I came here last year and I bought this, bought that, and I'm just like, I don't remember you like at all. And then it comes out that they just talked to my dad, not me. And like, that's why. Like, what? Who is this person? Yeah, or I'll even have like cosplay mutuals too run up to my booth and I'm like, I'm sorry. Sometimes I get not so good with that because like I'll take long breaks or like, you know, I don't get lost on my social media very often. I will miss things. Oh my gosh, I feel so embarrassed. There was this like one mutual that I have, and I totally didn't recognize her in her cosplay at all. And I totally like skipped in my brain it was her until she posted herself on social media in that cosplay, and I was like, no, she came by my booth, and I was like, ah. And it was on Sunday too, so that's where I was like having my short answer. So I was like, hi, I was like, hi, how are you? Totally did not realize it was her, my mutual, at all. I felt so embarrassed because she wore a new cosplay, or at least a new cosplay to me, a cosplay I didn't realize she had. Oh my gosh. I have found somewhat of a trick. It's not completely foolproof. but it has helped me that I recognize people, this is gonna sound weird, by their nose shape. And yes, you can add contouring on your nose and you can ever so slightly like change the shape, but you really can't change the shape of your nose that much. Your nose is just kind of the way that it is. So, because like you can easily change like your hair, of course, with wigs. If people are wearing like face paint, that kind of stuff, skin tone change, really easy. Um, like, I mean, heck, you can even change your body shape based on the clothes that you wear, but yeah, but you really can't change. And I mean, can't change nose. So, I started recognizing people by their nose shape, which sounds really weird. Not foolproof though, because you can do contouring and stuff, and sometimes people have prosthetics or that kind of stuff, and it's like, who are you? But yeah. Or if they have like jewelry, nose jewelry too, because most people won't take out the piercing no matter what character they are. That happens. Or tattoos, but then sometimes people do cover up the tattoos or they're wearing like long sleeves or something. But yeah. Just weird little like tips and tricks to remember someone when they're still like in cosplay. No. I mean, no, I'm pretty sure everyone knows I'm the artist. I don't know. I've never had that confusion happen before where someone was like, "Your dad doesn't do all the work." Like, I've never had that happen before. I though I really want to get I saw an artist friend, she ended up making pins that said hi, I'm the artist, and then for all her helpers she had, let's say, I'm the artist helper. And I kind of wanted to design some pins like that so that I can wear, and then my dad, and even if like Nacho's helping me at the booth, or if Lucas is my brother is helping me at the booth, um they can all like wear artist helper badge so that people like just automatically know. But that's more of like a simple little aesthetic thing, not really like a big deal. I mean, all you have to do is like ask, and then like you get your answer. I feel like sometimes people are afraid to ask, which I don't know why. Don't be afraid to ask questions, guys. Ask questions. It's okay. I'm trying to think. I feel like that. No, that hasn't happened. That'd be really cool. That would be really, really cool when if that happened. I mean, I've had voice actors come to my booth before and like my art and just like, actually that's pretty much how I've like gotten all my gigs, and that's actually how I've met a couple of voice actors, is that they're just trying to check out the con a couple of times, just stopping by booth, also too, like just randomly running into them, like Emily Neves, the witch hat Altier. I just ran into her and she was like, she complimented my cosplay and just came by my booth. Also from uh um K-pop Demon Hunters, the Chinu's voice actor. He was just walking around enjoying the con right before it closed, and he actually his partner, I want to say it was his girlfriend, but I wasn't sure, but like his partner ended up um purchasing a poster from me, and they were so sweet to talk to, really really sweet, and he was really nice. He really liked my art. He was like, this is so cool. I'm like, this is really cool, I'm meeting you. uh but yeah, and then so I mean, heck, even the voice actor for when I did the Avatar painting, my very first like voice actor commission for Greg Baldwin. I mean, heck, his handler was just like, or his manager was just walking around. She was like, "I love your art. He must see your art," and just stop by the booth. So cool. So, I mean, not the exact way you're saying one, but similar. It is Leia. It is crazy how much cosplay can make a difference. It's crazy how much just like hair can make a difference. He can be Papa Fairy. You're funny, Penguin. That's funny. Yes. Oh my gosh, having booth helpers is a must need. I think a lot of people forget that in artists, like it's not just the artist. It's so many people who help, and it is like it's really a team. It's a team to put it all together. I really couldn't do what I'm doing without my family, without the team, without all the help. My booth would not look the way it looks without, especially my dad's help, who does all like the heavy lifting and that kind of stuff. Yeah, my booth would not look the way it is if it wasn't for his help. If it was just me doing it by myself, it would look very differently. I'm trying to find a good way to show off Tesla as I complete this part. But yeah, no, helpers are very nice. And I mean, any artist who has helpers, which most of us do, they will say the same thing, that it's amazing to have a helper. Yes. Hey, you know what? Hair does make a huge difference. I swear. Like, um, can look like a whole. Some people look like an entirely new person just on based on haircut, hair color, that kind of stuff. Oh yeah, isn't it kind of crazy? Hold on, I'm gonna get a better picture of Tesla here. Do I not have a better picture of him? Okay, this one's slightly better. Still not great. I need better reference pictures. So I'm gonna start. Right. Oh my gosh, time has flown by, but I know I was a couple minutes late, so I'll go a couple minutes over. Alrighty, so now I'm mixing up the gray colors. I'm gonna make one that's slightly darker. You know what? In the time that I have, if I could at least get his hair done, I'd be happy. I'm not expecting to get very much done on Tesla here because of the time. I know, for a minute I was like not even working. I was just talking and sharing stories. Whoops. I tend to do that, don't I? Sometimes get like distracted in my own stories. Yeah, no, you're all good, Win. It's all good. Alrighty. So he kind of has like this like swoopy hair in a wave. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm on the bottom row finally. Finally. Only a couple more characters to go. Cry. Yeah, there we go. Yep, here's Tesla, the guy who started it all, who funds all this this whole big Accelerator project. Yeah, gotta get this like hair shape right. I found with the chibis that as long as you get like the right hair shape and the eyebrows, as long as you get the person's hair and eyebrows, it's pretty much them. Like that's what they'll look like. That's the biggest characteristic to be like a recognizable character, to know who you're trying to portray. Or maybe I should have started on Gig. And if you don't know who Gig is, Gig's the robot right here. Kind of like Tesla's right hand man. The little floating robot. There we go. Alright. Tesla's coming together. What do you mean, Evil Leia? It is all good. Everything's all good. It's all good, Evil Leia. Yeah, I'm just. Yeah. Yeah, and I want to make sure he still stands out too from this like silver background. Make sure he doesn't like blend in too much. Hi, hi. Yes, and I think everyone else would like to see an Ivy. Oh, is she sleeping?
On your bed.
On my bed.
On your bed.
Thank you.
And drop her into you?
Yeah. Thank
There you go. You're welcome. I can bring you Clove, but I don't think she wants to be held.
No, I don't think she would want to be held. Do you see how floppy she is?
Yeah.
Look at this. Look at this cat. She's just floppy. She's floppy. This is Ivy. Ivy, say hi. Hello. She was sleeping. She was a sleepy baby. Yeah. She's sleepy baby. Hey! It's Penman Inc. Hi, Penman Inc. How you doing? Yep. Delivered a cat. Cat has been delivered. I have received the cat. No. Actually, I think Ivy likes the affection. She doesn't mind being held. She really doesn't mind, like, she'll cuddle up to you. She'll sit in your lap. Not often, but if she's like in a super sleepy, cuddly mood, she will come up to you and be like, okay, cuddle me. But then she'll go crazy because she likes to. Hi, you do like to play, yes, and you go crazy sometimes when you play. She is a fuzzy baby. She's a very fuzzy baby. Mew mew. Yeah, you make little mews. Do you want to go behind my chair? Hmm? Do you want to sleep right here? This is the only place where I trust her. Is behind the chair. I don't trust her with things in my room because I don't want anything to happen to all of my creations. Which she does get into stuff. And she will get into things. Do you want a sheep there? Yeah, now she's sleeping. Are you purring? She's purring, guys. What is this in your paw? Thread? She's actually purring. That's really cute. She's a happy kitty. Oh my gosh, it was so funny the other day. I was sitting at my kitchen table and I hear something behind me, like, and I look over and Ivy is in the kitchen sink balancing on dirty dishes. And she's just checking out the dirty dishes in the sink. And I'm like, oh my gosh, Ivy. Like, first of all, how'd you get up onto the countertops to jump into the kitchen sink? Like, girl, what did you do? She has springy legs. Like, Clove jumps, but not that high. Certainly not anymore. Clove has kind of become a little earthbound. She'll still hop, but it just takes her a lot of effort because she eats a lot, and Clove has become a chunky kitty. Ivy, not so much. Ivy's not a big eater. She just likes to play and sleep and play some more. She has more important things to concern about than eating, which is either playing or sleeping. Alrighty. You know what? When that is my nightmare. That is a definite yes nightmare where I can't get into my art room, but Ivy is left in there, and I hear crashing going on, and I'm like, what's going on? I can't get in my art room. Yep, nope, that would happen. I would hate for that to happen. So I'm making a darker gray color that'll be for the outline of a Tesla's hair, but I kind of want to make it like purpley because I want it to like stand out from the background. But I don't want it to be purple gray. I definitely want it to be gray, but with like a hue of purple, if that makes any sense. And that might be too much black because black is very intense. Yeah, so I'm gonna, there we go, mix that up. This looks too dark, but this might actually be okay. No, it'll be too dark. Make it ever so slightly lighter. Hey, it's Nacho! Hi, Nacho. How you doing? I know you did make it just in time, just right here at the tail end. I'm gonna finish up like Tesla's hair and then call the stream there. So you just made it. Good thing you caught me at a not very good stopping point. Nice, getting some lunch. What are you getting for lunch, Nacho? What's on the menu for lunch today? Yes, certainly not liquidy enough. Gotta get it even more liquidy. Because sometimes with these tiny brushes, if the paint's not liquidy enough, it'll just like stick to the brush but not the canvas. And I'm like, come on. Like, don't do that to me. Yeah, and this almost is a little too. There we go. Kind of like got lost in the shape there. And I'm gonna correct that. Have to correct this shape. See, also too, it's like the little instances of blending that take a long time too. That's what's so time consuming about these little chibis. Hey, that's cool. That's a cool dream to have, Nacho. Hey, maybe such thing is in your future for the horror contest that you're gonna be entering. An animated movie. Okay, Nacho, do you remember what this animated movie was about? I'm curious. I'm curious in your dream, what movie were you presenting? Already just doing a couple of lines. A little more outlines here. Sorry that I fell silent. I just started like really concentrating on kind of what I was doing. And I started really thinking about like, okay, what am I doing and how do I want to like create this hair shape? And I don't want it to look weird, you know? Like I want it to look good and not like, what is that? I will say I do really enjoy uh, making fan art of like niche fandoms because you realize the fan art out there is very limited and there's not much out there. So it's like fun to add to the fandom. Especially right now, how it's like really becoming the age of nostalgia. And they're not becoming. I feel like we've been in the age of nostalgia for a little bit now. And it's still going strong. Kind of crazy to think about. Very cool. I'm curious though, Nacho, what your animated movie was about in your dream. Like, what kind of animated movie were you given a presentation on? I'm gonna just assume it was about dinosaurs. I don't know why. I just have like a feeling that it was some adventure dinosaur movie kind of thing for some reason. That's the vision I got in my head. Let me know if I was like close or not. Hey, sometimes my intuition is like spot on and sometimes it's so far off. Oh, and of course I smudge it so that it gets on gig. There we go. There we go. Alrighty. Yeah, I like this. This is cool. Alright. You know what? It's a good start for Peter Tesla here. It's a good start. I'll flip it around so you can see. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. I know it's tricky being on this corner here. Let's see. Oh, here we go. I can find a way. Yeah, there we go. It was about aliens using kaiju. Huh, interesting, in a team of superheroes. That sounds like actually a cool movie. Sounds like a cool plot, Nacho. I'd see that animated movie. Dancing dinos, a movie about dancing dinos, yes. You know what? I like that idea too. When I could go for a movie of dancing dinosaurs that are in a dance battle. Oh, really? And one of the superheroes look like Spider-Man? That's so funny. Yeah, exactly. Which version of Spider-Man? Alrighty. Well, thank you everyone for joining today. This was a really good start on Tesla here. Yeah, his hair looks good. Good start. Got to complete Sparky over here, which even better. I thought honestly finishing up would take the whole time and then that would be it. So I'm happy that I got to start on another character. Um, really happy with how Sparky is turning out. And I know just chipping away a little more, little bit by little bit, this very detailed painting. um I might just title this painting "It's All in the Details," even though that has nothing to do with Acceleracers itself, but the story of the painting it does. um so often I feel like we name paintings based on what the subject matter is, not the story of behind the creation of what this painting is. Aw, thank you, Win. Thank you. And thank you, Nacho. Thank you, Evil Leia. Aw, thank you. Until we meet again in the EV walking away. Yeah, that's a perfect emote for right now. Well, this is it for today. I will be back on tomorrow, same time. Most likely continuing to work on this piece here, because unless I'm gonna work on something for the stamp rally card. I do have this painting, but I still have to make another painting, which the blank canvas is right here that I'm gonna be working with. So if I get this drawing done today, which I'm going to try to do, then I will work on the stamp card rally art. Otherwise, if not, I will be working on this. But we'll see. Anywho's, thank you everyone for joining, and it was really awesome hanging out. I'll see you all next time. Alrighty, bye!